to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a catch at the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
So many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Caught in the backfield, it's Covey. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was flat, missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give on the inside. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Sanders. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass, it's Fox. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back has it. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Trojans have it with a first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third down play from the gun. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Hold it, finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. Powers through. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off play action on first down. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try it over the left side. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Bringing the heat. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They'll try the right side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Dropping back, it's Mayava. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the back. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Trojans are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his man. It's Jordan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's caught. It's Jordan. Got some room into the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Give to the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Give to the big fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these Minutemen got to be thrilled. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Ripping through the defense. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Porter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
To throw, it's Stone. Gets open down the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Covey.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Albright. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. clock stops, we have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the try is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, they knew coming into this game, touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
One down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Back to pass, it's Fox. That's caught. It's Jordan. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's McKenzie. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Turning it on! And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farrell. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw it Stone. He's got him. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass. Got a man. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. The hand to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Line is set on third down. To the air, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Sanders. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing it. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. The give from the gun. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. See how they start the final period here on second down. Here's the handoff. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Finds a little space. He's loose. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop.
The Trojans, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Quarterback may change this route. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's talked to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And they've converted their first two third down opportunities, but a third and long is a different animal. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he kept that one just to graze inside the left upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to throw, it's Stone. Caught over the middle, it's Covey. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Albright. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Albright. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Stone. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking to throw. They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a 3-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this.
Breaks into the open. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? Looking to pass. It's Fox. Bought a little time. Lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Jordan. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gets the back moving. Gonna sling it on second down. Makes the grab. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, USC.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on first and goal.
42 Spider.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know that